Hello again, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. My name's Tom Armitage, and I'm a Senior Marketing Executive with the University of Essex Online. Just going to quickly introduce today's speakers and the agenda before we begin. So, joining us today is Sharon Kieran, who is a Programme Manager with the University of Essex. We're also joined by Easter Anderton, who is a Student Support Manager, and Hayley Armies, who is an Admissions Advisor. So onto the agenda, and Sharon will kick things off by taking you through the online courses we offer. Easter will then discuss the student support team, and Hayley will discuss the admissions and enrolment process. We will then have a Q&A session, so if you do have any questions throughout the presentation, just pop them in the Q&A box and we'll do our best to get to those at the end. Just a bit about the university and why you should study with us. So you'll gain a recognised qualification with a university that is ranked in the top 15 universities in the UK, as per the Guardian's recent university rankings for 2026. There's an emphasis on the classroom experience with experienced academics who bring real-world perspectives to your studies, such as working environments. We have programs that focus on employability, which equip students with sector-specific skills and optional modules to allow you to tailor the course to your specialisms. Furthermore, we are rated silver in the Teaching Excellence Framework. We offer an interactive learning platform which is available to students 24/7. We have a cohort of tutors who ensure a quick response to student emails, and there are opportunities for one-to-one sessions with tutors and live Q&A sessions and seminars. All our programs are 100% online and part-time to fit around your lifestyle, and no in-person attendance is required. I'll now pass over to Sharon, who will discuss the programs that we offer. Over to you, Sharon.
Welcome, everybody. We do several undergraduate subjects, and some postgraduate subjects. So we'll go through the undergraduate ones first. Business department is a large department, and they do business and management, business and marketing, and business and management top up their BA honours. And in computing, the BSc honours, which is Bachelor of Science, business and computing, computer science, cybersecurity and data science. And in health, there's a BSc, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Management. And in law, there's the LLB in law, law with business, law with criminology, and law with psychology. And in psychology, BSc honours in psychology, business psychology, and criminal psychology. So you can see some of these subjects overlap. So you will be doing some of the modules with students from other areas. So that's good for sharing experience and expertise, both internationally and within departments. Our postgraduate subjects, project management, there's an MSc in project management, and in business, a wide choice, Masters of Science in Business and Management, that's business analytics, international human resource management, global digital marketing, business with finance, leadership, and a Master of Business Management, which is the MBM. And we have the supply chain MSc in supply chain management and global logistics. In computing, there's a Master's in Master of Science in Artificial Intelligence, Computer Science, Cybersecurity, Data Science, and Information Technology and Management. In the Education Department, there's a Master of Education, so that's the MEd, and a Master of Science in Digital Education. And in Health, a Master of Public Health, Master of Science in International Healthcare Management, Infection Control, Nursing, and Global Mental Health and Wellbeing. So our subjects in criminology, there's a Master of Criminology and Criminal Psychology, so that's a really robust course, mixing psychology with criminology. In psychology is the MSc in psychology, so that's pure psychology, and an MSc in organisational psychology. And in law, there's the LLM in international business law. So as you can see, we've got a wide variety of courses within each department. And so we have got a large business department and a large psychology department. And then we've got health, education, law, computing, and criminology departments. And all these are online professional courses. aimed at employee progression and a very international flavour, so you get a worldwide perspective on these subjects. So why would you choose an online professional course? Well, these can boost your CV, as I said, to enhance your employability or progression within your employment. And you can do one of these in as little as 3 months, so 12 weeks. You gain an accredited qualification for continuing professional development and certification services, along with formal record of learning. And over a quarter of our students who studied online on a professional course, so a starter course, a taster, if you like, have progressed onto a postgraduate certificate, a postgraduate diploma, or actually a full-time master's degree. And that was based on our internal data from August this year. You can, as I said before, you can enhance your knowledge and accelerate your career within your chosen subject.
Thank you, Sharon. Today I'm going to outline the different types of support available to our students, and this will include student support, study skills, disability and student welfare, and student experience, as you can see here. And student support is something we take very seriously here at the University of Essex Online, and it really is central to everything that we do. Our students are studying online part-time, usually alongside many other personal commitments, and we recognize the challenges that they might face and the importance of a solid support network as a result. Firstly, we're going to have a look at the student support team. So at the University of Essex Online, all students have access to a team of student support advisors who are dedicated to that specific subject area. So for example, the law student support team only supports law students, the business student support team supports business students, and so on. And this means that your support is tailored and specific to your program of study. The role of the student support team is to provide advice and guidance on non-academic areas. So this could be your study choices, course progression, academic policies and procedures, so perhaps late submission or submitting a remark request. We can also advise on options available in times of difficulty, so perhaps when things aren't going quite right, or if there's something going on in your personal life that's affecting your studies. And we also keep in regular contact throughout the study journey, just to make sure that everything is on track and that our students aren't experiencing any issues. Another important role of the student support team is to welcome new students and help them settle into the course. And we do that by providing regular catch-ups, providing induction materials, and also holding a live welcome session at the start of the course. The student support team can be contacted in various ways, so by phone, email, and also live chat, and we do use Zoom as well as a contact method. We are available Monday to Friday, excluding UK bank holidays, and our working hours are 8:30 to 7 p.m. Monday to Thursday, and 8:30 to 5 p.m. on a Friday. Thank you. On the academic side of things, each of our modules has a dedicated tutor who is a subject expert in that particular area. Our tutors provide students with academic subject-specific support throughout the entire module. They host regular live seminars or Q&A sessions for students, provide feedback on coursework within 7 days of the deadline, and they can also offer support via email or even in one-to-one sessions during the virtual office hours. Up next, we have the study skills team. So we have a team of study skills advisors whose role is to help students develop various academic skills. So this could be planning assignments, academic honesty and referencing, using the e-library, and also some more general important skills such as time management. And they are contactable by email and telephone, but can also offer various one-to-one support sessions through Zoom as well. The study skills team also maintain a study skills hub, which is an area on the learning platform that has a variety of different resources readily available to students. So guidance documents and videos on topics such as reading and research, academic writing, critical thinking and referencing. They also offer wider workshops and host a study skill specific welcome session for new students as well. And they are available Monday to Friday from 8:30 until 5 p.m. UK time. So our student welfare teams concentrate on various non-academic issues such as disability support, well-being, and safeguarding. They offer more specific types of guidance or can signpost students for further assistance where needed. For example, our disability team is here to provide support and guidance to students with specific needs arising from a disability or long-term illness. They may be able to put in place reasonable adjustments specific to your needs by implementing what we call a reasonable adjustment plan, which is there to best support you throughout your studies. We also have safeguarding officers in place as we recognise that we have a duty of care in creating a safe online environment for all students to undertake their studies. And finally, we have our student experience team. It's very important to us that our students feel like they are part of a learning community, as we appreciate that many students may naturally worry that studying online may be quite a lonely experience. So we work hard to provide plenty of opportunities for students to build relationships, ask questions, network, and help one another. And this is done largely through various student forums on the learning platform. So these include department forums and the student voice forum, where students can discuss non-subject specific matters that relate to all. We also have a student council, which was established to help us work more closely with the learning community. And student council members have regular meetings with university staff to discuss various topics that affect all students. We also encourage students to provide feedback on their studies through module surveys, which are available at the end of every module. All student comments are collated and shared with the relevant members of staff so they can be reviewed and discussed. And we really value honest and constructive feedback. And by doing this, we can continue improving the service we provide even further and to make sure that the student experience is positive. And then finally, our student experience team are also largely involved in planning our graduation ceremonies, which take place every year on campus at the University of Essex. And ultimately, the goal of all of the teams that I've mentioned today is to help students successfully complete their programs and to celebrate with them at the graduation ceremony at the end. And that's it for my section, I believe, and I'll hand you over to Hayley for information about the admissions process. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd just like to touch on a few things for the crossover between the admissions team and the support team. So for the first 2 weeks at the start of the course, we do work closely with the student support team to help with the transition. So you're not sort of left in the dark. So if you're unable to sort of navigate the learning platform, or you just have some additional questions, you're not quite sure who to pass them over to, you can always speak to us at the admissions team, and we can hand you over to the correct support or person within the support team. So we normally would get your interest, so that could be through emailing us directly, filling in a form for downloading a prospectus, or direct calls. Once we get them in, you are assigned to a advisor, and you can apply with them and ask them lots of different questions. And we are there to either help you to make a decision with which course might suit you better, give you a little bit of advice on the requirements for the course and the entry, and help you navigate the website for more information. And then once we receive your application, we then go and review that. So depending on which course you're applying for, so it depends on which documents that you'd need to send. So for the undergraduate courses, you'd need your ID, personal statement, and CV as basics for all of them, apart from the professional courses, which is just an ID. With all of these courses, you may need to have a English assessment as well. Um, Within the application review, we have 48 hours to review um, your application. Within that 48 hours, you will get an outcome unless we do need additional documentation or an assessment to be done. And once the outcome has been given, we then will email you and you will receive your offer letter. With that offer letter, you'll always get your study plan and your um, payment plan as well. So we do have lots of routes for all of our courses. So we have the academic routes for our undergraduate, which are either 3 A levels are equivalent or 2 A levels are equivalent for the business UG courses. Um, Equivalent is normally a level 3. However, there are lots of different certificates that we can take for this. So we do urge people to fill in an application and attach their documents over so we can assess them. Just to let you know, we do not accept any vocational, excuse me, certificates for entry. For our work experience route, we do ask for 3 years relevant work experience and apologies. um A level, GCSE C or above grade for maths and English. Again, we can work out the equivalents for them when your documents are sent through with your application. The open entry route, so this is for your Cert HE only. So this is um, the first level of the bachelor's courses. So you don't need any prior qualifications for this route or work experience. You just need to be able to pass the English assessment. This route is effectively entry for the level 4, and from this you can progress onto the full bachelor's once it's completed. Again, as I'd mentioned, the English requirements that are needed are here. However, we do have our own online English test available. I do apologise about the amount of coughing. I'm trying my best. So the entry requirements for the postgraduate academic route, so you would need an undergraduate degree from an approved institution or an equivalent. Um, with this, we do accept other levels, so it doesn't have to be a degree as such, it can be an equivalent, so it's like your level 6 above. And then we do have the work experience route as well, which is at least 3 years. Just going back to the academic side of it, it doesn't always have to be in a relevant degree. So depending on which courses, it doesn't always have to be. So if you were going to go for an AI, like masters in AI, you might not need a undergraduate degree that's in AI to get into it. The work experience route as well, there are some courses where we do ask for references, which we do provide in the application stage. We have our own reference sheets that we do send out. Again, the English language requirements would need to be met. Our education courses. For our postgraduate education courses, you must have access to an educational setting with a letter to confirm this, or if you've had access to an educational setting within the past, it needs to be reflected within your CV, as quite a lot of the courses will ask you to reflect on current or previous teachings to be able to answer some of the questions. and then going on to the nursing course. Because of the work-based nature of the programme, all students must be working in a clinical practice as a registered nurse with a license to practice. This can be outside of the UK, the license as well. So we do look into um, world licenses. So for the professional courses, no formal um, requirements for that. It's just the English test that you need to pass and a form of ID. Um, to go alongside with that, there are really good courses to be able to help you into the PG courses. If you do not meet the requirements for them, it gives you postgraduate credits to be able to get onto them. So we do have a lot of students that will have a bachelor's rather than a BA. Once they do this course, it's then the time's taken off the PG courses, and the fees are also reduced. So the tuition fees for the undergraduate for this year up until October of next year, where they will be reviewed. The Cert HE, you've got your national and your UK there, which are both the same. The top up, which are also the same, and then also the LLB honours, BA honours, and BSc honours. We do have lots of part scholarships that are available. We have discounts for making full payments as well. And also we have regional part scholarships that are available for people within certain qualifying countries. Also, as shown below, there are some countries that will have a tax sales tax on there. That all that information is available on the website for which countries that would affect. So for your PG cert, and there are differences between the UK and international prices. However, again, we do an array of discounts and part scholarships. All this information is available on the website. If you are unsure as well, you can get in contact and we can confirm whether you would be eligible for them before you put in an application. The discounts that we currently have are for the January intake, and after that, we will be confirming shortly if they're carrying on into other intakes or not. And for your online professional courses, again, for UK and international, they are both the same. With this, for tuition fees, we don't do any monthly installments. It is all just one payment up front for you to be able to be enrolled. This is the only course that we do not provide monthly installments, with it being such a short course. We do help you with you application with student finance for undergraduate and postgraduate. So with your undergraduate, that would go for your Cert HE and your bachelor's as well. And for your postgraduate loans, that would be for masters only. In the UK, we don't provide PG DIP or PG Cert student loans as of yet. And if you're unsure whether you would qualify or anything like that, we can provide you with lots of links to the student finance page for support and also to see if you would be eligible or not. We do offer a 21-day money back guarantee. Quite a lot of other universities only will offer 14 days. So we do offer quite a large amount of time for you to be able to um, make up your mind whether you wanted to stay on to the course or potentially go on to a different course if it didn't quite suit you. So what 21 days after the start date, you can withdraw and get back your money that you've put down. Again, as I mentioned before, we do offer a 5% discount if you pay upfront. So this is the full fee upfront. The 10% discount available for January at the moment. It hasn't been quite yet confirmed whether that will extend to other start dates or not. And then the regional the same. It's for January for qualifying countries, and we will be able to soon confirm whether that extends on to other intakes or not. So we've got lots of intakes coming up. So the next one, which is probably one of our biggest intakes, is the 13th of January. So we do ask people that are going for the 13th of January to get in their applications as soon as possible. Again, it's a busy period and we do have limited spaces. So we do encourage people to get them in as soon as possible. So the cut-off date for that would be the 8th of January. We do have lots of other intakes available as well if January is too soon for you. And all these can be found on the website as well under start dates. If you are wanting to apply, you would need to send in an application. You can do that on the website, either through the Apply Now button on the side or on the course page as well. The Apply Now button is just at the top. You would need to provide a personal statement, a form of ID, a copy of your educational certificate, and a copy of your CV. If you are going for the Cert HE or work experience route, you will not need to provide your educational certificate. You will not also be able to provide your educational certificates if you're going for one of the professional courses. That would just be your ID.
Thank you, Hayley. Thank you, Ister, and thank you, Sharon, for taking the time to present to us today. We do hope that you all found that really helpful and that you are considering studying with us. We do have time for a couple of questions now, so if you do have any, just pop them in the Q&A section. One we've had so far, I'll come to you, Sharon, is how would students interact with each other during their online studies? Obviously they're kind of missing the in-person aspect of studying on campus. So what kind of aspects are there to online study that helps them interact with fellow students?
Thank you. Yeah, there's several ways, and each department has a variety of sessions that take place. We in psychology, in health and psychology, we have a journal club. That's a monthly journal club where students are invited along to critically analyse journal articles, really, and get to know students from each other's department as well, get some international flavour of what's going on in the wider global health and psychology arena. But I know that all departments are going to be working together to run joint sessions, and they will vary from guest speakers, the journal club offered to wider to more departments, and then some seminars that take place for everybody to attend, and they'll be like, again, monthly. Within each module you will have 6 in postgraduate modules. You have 6 seminars or Q&A sessions, really, whereby you can attend, and good opportunity to meet your fellow students that are in the same module, and that applies in all departments that these seminars take place. Because the undergraduate modules are shorter, they're only 9-week rather than 12-week, there are less seminars, but there are 4 each week in health. Now, some departments may run them more regularly, but in health it's six seminars in a 12-week module and 4 seminars in a 9-week module. Then there are our students are invited to be course reps, and they'll get to meet not only other tutors but other reps as well, for student representatives. Are good to put on your CV. We don't have any ability to have. We've got student forums in every department, so they're online. It's on the Moodle site, and they can join in discussions there. And there are several areas of interest. and you just click on a box, and if you're interested in that area, you can join the discussion. And we have discussion forums in all departments as well, and they're usually an assessment. However, it is a chance to interact, if you like. And then students do not have to interact at all. And a lot of students like to work independently, and that's why they're doing an online course. But I do know that our students do set up WhatsApp groups where they make friends with other students that way as well, if you are interested in peer support. I think that covers everything, unless I've actually missed something out. But yeah, there are lots of opportunities, or you can work independently. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon. Next, I'll come to ISTA. So, someone's asked if it's possible during their studies to take a study break.
Excellent. Yes, it definitely is possible to take a break. We have a couple of break options available. I think so. It would depend on the reason why you want to take a break. The easiest would be an informal break option called a leave of absence, which can be taken in between modules for any reason that you'd like. We also have sort of more serious break options. So we have a more long-term formal break option in case you're experiencing more serious circumstances such as long-term illness or something like that. And we also have a financial break option as well, in case you need a bit of a break due to financial reasons. So it would depend on why you need a break, but there's certainly different options available that the student support team can advise on and sort of guide you through the process. Talk about any impact to your studies as well.
Perfect, thank you. And final question, I'll come to you, Hayley. You might have touched on this in the presentation, but someone's asked if they'd need a visa to apply to study online.
No, as it's online, you can study from home, so no visa is needed. If you were going to attend the graduation, you potentially would need a visa to visit over, but we do offer support with that as well.
Perfect, thank you. And thank you again, Hayley, Ista, and Sharon, for taking the time to present and answer questions today. And thank you, everyone, for joining. This webinar has been recorded, so you will receive a recording in the next few days as well. And yeah, again, we do hope you found it really useful, and we do hope to see you studying with us soon. Thank you again, and goodbye.